Hello everybody, this is Carrots here again. Welcome to episode 12 of the Isla Paradiso bunch. We have the usual crew starring, but this episode starts out in Plumbob Island. This is one of the islands that the team have uncovered when Craig found a special message in a bottle. Plumbob Island contains a 64 by 64 lot. Only the bottom basement is the full 64 by 64 size, and we have planted a large garden there, which is tended by various members of the household at different times using the tractor. As you could see, with the gold fog that was surrounding some of the garden, that Muriel has been harvesting. Only the plants with the gold fog on them are actually being harvested on this round of the tractor. Jeannie, who is currently tending the cheese plant, and she can actually plant the cheeses now as well, so she's advancing in her gardening skill. Jeannie is their chief gardener, and she is actually in the gardening career. And she went and found all of these seeds at the Stone's Throw greenhouse in the previous episode. Muriel is now fertilizing. When she fertilizes with the tractor, the garden is also weeded. And once she's finished fertilizing, we'll see her water the garden with the tractor. That's the camel, cut-out camel from Buddy Bug that came with World Adventures, and I put it in the garden just for fun. And you can see the banana trees there. They actually come from a mod that I got from Mod The Sims. I thought I liked the look of real banana trees that are those lollipops that we had that came with Showtime EP. So that's it. Now she's going to go and do a bit of watering. As you can see, the mat that the plants are planted into is of two colours. The darker colour is for the trees, and that is where there's actually two levels to the basement, because trees poke up through the floor. So where there's floor directly above them, up only one level, it's a lighter colour green, and that's where I plant all the shorter plants that won't poke up through the floor. Now we're going to go and check out the library, the Los Libros library. That's where Sam is. He's thinking about advancing in his lifeguard career. And he can advance quite well in his career if he sits in the library and reads a book. He doesn't have to be running up and down the beach. He can actually get promotions while he's sitting in the library reading his Charisma books. He's currently reading Charisma Volume 3. But as you know, just reading the Charisma book isn't enough to advance in the Charisma skill. You also need to make friends. So when he finished reading his Charisma book, he set off for the gym. He's walked out, it's snowing outside, and he's walked out into the snow. And he's going to get into his car, a family utility, and he's going to drive to the gym where he's going to work out, because that is the other way that he can advance in his career without running up and down the beach. There it is, the Palms Gym. He's going to go inside and he's going to run on the treadmill. And he actually gets a promotion while he's running on the treadmill, because the athletic skill and the charisma skill, I find, give him promotions faster than he gets when he's running up and down the beach and rescuing Sims at work. And he only works every second day, so the other days that he has off, he can work on his charisma and athletic skills until he's up to level 10 in both of them, of course. Now back at home, Hayley is reading books. I think she's actually going to go and buy some books. Yes, she's decided that she needs to read these books. There's two of them. I usually get her to read fishing books, but there's a situation that's developed here and she's got some other books on her mind at the moment, and she's going to read them. Do you know what two books she's reading? They're the pregnancy books. I think she's hoping that The little dalliance that she had in the last episode might have resulted in the possibility of a nice new baby. We don't know yet, though. Now, Judy has a problem. She's got an opportunity that she isn't able to complete. She has to write a biography of Laura La Rosa, who is a townie sim in Isla Paradiso. And she doesn't know this person, and she can't write the biography until she's at least met her. So here she is, running out into the snow to jump on her broom. She might go on the boat first. Oh no, she's just going to go straight to the road. She's going to get on her broomstick and she's going to go into town where she knows that Laura is actually at the library where Judy goes to look for her. And when she finds her, Judy introduces herself and they have a nice conversation and get to know each other. They talk for quite some time. They're no longer strangers. Hopefully, there's enough conversation going on here that will allow Judy to get enough information about Laura to be able to start writing the biography that she has to write. Judy's writing skill is already at level 10, so she can't improve her writing skill anymore. The only thing she can do to help her write this biography is to get to know the subject of her biography. And the subject is Laura La Rosa, a townie from Isla Paradiso. And when Judy feels that she's had enough of a conversation with Laura, she goes back home on her broomstick and we enjoy some of the beautiful scenery in Isla Paradiso at this time of year. And when Judy gets home, she'll start working on the biography of Laura La Rosa. But it's quite a journey. Broomstick and boat, and then running up the hill. It's a very pretty sky and the nice reflections with the snow and the water. It's Judy. She's got out of the boat, now she's running up to the house. Meanwhile, Hayley, back at home, has decided it's time to put the book down. And she stood up and she's having a bit of a think. And being a genie, she's got her arms folded and she's doing a little floaty thing. Oh, look. She's just found out that she is pregnant. And she's changed into a pregnancy gear and she's happy about it. Look at that. Celebration times for little Hayley. She's certainly a happy little genie at the moment. She'd better get into reading those pregnancy books. She's got 2 of them, 2 books. And she might be listening to some music too and doing some dancing. She's got babies on the brain at the moment. I hope she's not going to burn the house down. Sit down and read a book, Hayley. Just relax. Hopefully the barbecue's not going again. Now, Judy's got home and she has sat down to write something. She did try to write the biography of Laura La Rosa, but she wasn't able to, so we'll have to try meeting Laura again one day soon, I think. This looks like Sam coming home from the gym. We'll see him as he arrives. It's snowing. I guess he's got his utility in his pocket now. I guess some of the American people who are listening to this video are wondering what I'm talking about when I say utility. That's what we call those cars that have seats in the front and a tray back. It usually gets reduced to the ute It's where the tradies put all their gear in the back of the ute. There's Sam running home. He needs to make friends to be able to advance in his charisma skill. And there's a little lady waiting out the front there. She's a teenager, but that doesn't matter. He can still be her friend. It's Ashley Alto. And they're going to have a little conversation, get to know each other. Hopefully they'll be friends soon, and then Sam might be able to advance to the next level of his charisma skill, which will undoubtedly help him get another promotion at work. I think he needs to make 2 new friends, actually, to get ahead in his charisma skill. It occurs to me at this point in the game that there's only a few short days left to the end of winter, and we haven't had any winter fun yet. And these pair decide to build a snowman together. And this is what has begun my snowman building binge. But you're only going to see the snowman today as they build it slowly. It takes so long to build a snowman. I've never actually built one in real life, so I suppose that it takes a while to make them in real life as well. I had a bit of a think there about what to do next. Then they both ducked down. I had to pat it and firm it down. Hope they've got that base of it done soon. They're putting a lot of time and effort into it. Come on, hurry up, finish the snowman. I'm getting impatient. That's one way to build the snowman, big snowball. This is an interesting snowman. I don't think he's built one before. He might have, I can't remember, but I don't think he has. And I'm not too sure. I've got no idea what Ashley's done because she's a townie sim. And I think we've only seen her at the beach before. And there he is, all done, the evil snowman. I suspect Salty or Meryl might be around. I'm pretty sure Meryl is on the lot somewhere and she's an evil sim. So that would influence the snowman that they actually built. Now Sam's had enough. He couldn't find a way of saying go home, so he just went inside and left her standing there. I don't think she'll really mind. She'll probably hang around for a while and then take herself off home. That's the evil snowman that they've just built. Now here we've got, yes, there's Meryl. She's there watching Hayley dance to the children's music, the kids' music. There's a couple of gnomes there helping her as well. And she's got a rocking chair. Be nice to see her rocking the baby when it arrives. She might have twins if she does enough dancing to the kids' music. But she didn't take fertility treatment and do any of the other things that you've usually got to do to be able to get multiples. So she'll probably only have one. I think just reading the pregnancy books and doing a bit of dancing to kids' music isn't going to be quite enough for her to actually have two, to have twins. But it's fun to watch her dancing. I think she might be doing the Smussle dance, but I'm not sure. It doesn't look weird enough to be the Smussle dance. She's doing a dance. That's one thing for sure. Let's go back and have a look at Plumbob Island and see what's going on back there. Oh, we're just still down in the garden. See the Swift Grow gardening stations. They only water the trees. You couldn't put them with the other plants because they poke up through the floor. That light that comes on before the watering starts, it actually pokes up through the floor to the level above and interferes with Sims being able to walk across the floor. You get a blocked floor tile every so often. It isn't the whole 6 tiles blocked, it's just every so often there's a blocked tile. You can't put things on it because the tile's in use, but the thing that's using the tile is invisible. So that's another hint on what to look for if you have got an empty tile that says it's in use. There could be something buried under it, or there could be a light or something that comes on occasionally on the level below. The group science project, it actually uses up 3 levels above the level that it's sitting on, with that big flame that comes out of it. I don't have the group science project in this game at the moment, but I always leave a gap. There is a gap in this garden for it as well. I've left a 10 by 10 gap, so just in case somebody in the family happens to get it, there's a spot there for it. It's a lot easier to do it at the beginning just in case you get it, rather than to get it and then have to try to make a space for it. Because I just don't like leaving it out in the yard, that's all. I build towers for it sometimes in some games. I've got a couple of towers built in various other games. Pixies is the wishing well. And I went over to the home lot at 45 Surf Circle and I checked out the wishing well there, and they had the fireflies. There's Hayley doing a bit of rocking in the rocker. No babies yet. She doesn't look very pregnant yet either, does she? She just found out about it. She's going to read her pregnancy book while she rocks. That's such a nice scene to have. A little pregnant lady sitting in her rocker, rocking gently while she reads her pregnancy book. I suppose she'll get out of that chair in a minute and start jumping around wildly doing a dance to the kids' music that's coming out of the gramophone. At least she's gaining lots of happiness, lifetime happiness points with all those paintings around. And here is Sam. I think that's Sam. It could be Craig. I think it's Sam having something to eat. In the kitchen upstairs, it's on ground level sort of, but I've got a basement, a foundation there that's actually ground level. Now Hayley was hungry, that's where she was going to eat, and Judy's sitting there doing something with her multi-tab. She looks pretty good at it too, although she's poking a finger around there and swiping it. She's concentrating on it. I think Sam's finished eating. Just watching Judy. Now here is the Seaside Stuff Art Gallery, and Judy's gone there to get to know Laura La Rosa better. I think they're going to end up becoming friends, but I'm pretty sure that it didn't help. She still can't write the autobiography, even though she's a level 10 writer and friends with her subject. Back home, and now Hayley's talking to Sam. And they're going to start dancing to the kids' program. There's little gnomes there. And the cat. Kitty Cat. Wonder what he's thinking. Haven't seen Stella Dog this episode, but there's Kitty Cat. I think that catnip mouse is on the floor in this room somewhere. You might go over and play with it. Hayley started dancing. This looks more like the Smussle dance, doesn't it? I don't think she was doing the Smussle dance before. Get Sam. Yeah, do the Smussle, Sam. Come on. Join Hayley. We can all have a good laugh at the Smussle dance. While Kitty Cat goes over there to play with the catnip mouse. I wish he would get a cat gnome for me from being zonked out with the catnip and the catnip mouse. But he is building his hunting skill. I have to send him hunting. He might find something worthwhile, or he might not. Hayley's given up dancing. She wants to read her pregnancy book instead. But Sam's going to keep it up. And I thought, what's her name? Meryl looked weird when she was doing the Smussle dance. Sam's certainly putting a bit of an act on there. Now Sam's going to go to his bedroom and use his mirror to work on his charisma skill now that he's got some more friends. I've seen him get a promotion while he was doing that one day. Here he is back at the beach, doing his beach survey. There's a ghost there on the beach. She's that one that he saved before, Cara Dreg, the one who became a ghost because she drowned. And then she keeps getting drowned again and making Sam rescue her over and over again. The scenery is pretty in the snow with the reflections on the water. Judy's there. She's immune to cold. She's got that lifetime reward, but Sam hasn't. I wonder if any of these Sims are going to freeze solid, need to be rescued with the hairdryer. Just thought we should throw in a little bit of Sam surveying the beach before we finish this episode. You've seen lots of other things happening. And as you see those large amounts of money floating up, that's from the harvestables that Jeannie Jones has consigned in the various humble harvest stands around town. And they're growing an awful lot of stuff in that big garden they've got on Plumbob Island. Now that Sim just stands there the whole time. I keep waiting for her to walk up on the beach and freeze solid, but she never seems to do it. She just stands there. I thought about resetting her a couple of times, but I resisted that temptation. And there's another Sim up there getting cold. I think it's near the end of winter, so it's probably another couple of days of winter. So this might be the last we see of him at the beach, with the snow falling and all the Sims freezing. Nice watching that sailboat go by. Its red sail and blue boat. The resort there in the distance. Resort tower. Have to start building their resort soon on the island the Diver's Den Island that Judy found when she became a level 10 scuba diver. Sam's still running up and down the beach, surveying the beach, and that Sim's still standing in the water. She's not completely stuck, she's just standing there. There's a few of them there, and somebody's been building snowmen up on that beach. Hello. I think this is the ghost being rescued again. Sam had to swim out in the cold water, and he's not immune to cold. But I think his lifeguard career protects him from getting too cold when he's got to go out and rescue Sims in the cold water and in the snow. I think that Sim's still standing there. No, she's running around now. She must have gone. Might as well see the last of it because this is getting very close to the end of the video. Just enjoy the scenery. And those Sims are not splashing in that water. Doesn't matter how cold it gets. The townies are all out. Again, there's only two Sims that I'm controlling on this beach. That's Judy, who's now talking to the ghost, Cara Dreg, and Sam, who's running up and down surveying the beach. And I've only got a very limited control of Sam, because he usually ignores me when he wants to do something with his lifeguard career. There he is doing a bit of surveying. I guess we can't see the plants. He usually hides in the bushes when he does that. That Sim's standing there in the cold, and Judy's going down to see if he's okay. And I thought they might have been going to have a chat then, but no, he just walked straight past her. And that Sim's back standing in the water again. She comes and goes, but she does like to just stand there. In the snow, all those surfboards there waiting for the summertime to come when they can all go surfing. But that's the fence, so they don't actually use those surfboards. Someone's building an igloo by the look of it. Haven't got very far with it though. I'm still working on it. I'm going to see a lot more igloos and snowmen in following episodes. That pink sky's nice. That is the family, you know, Christopher, who Hayley had to go and find out about Refuge Island from when she first got that opportunity. That's him there with his back to us. He's holding a toddler, and he just changed his nappy. And the rest of his family are there as well on the beach there with him. There's one to the right of him and two to the left side of the screen. Christopher Collins, that's his name, and that's the Collins family. At the beach in the snow, in the middle of winter, or at the end of winter. You see the trees blowing in the wind. That's why you can't have too many those build mode trees, because they wobble in the wind. It takes a lot of processing power. There's Sam still standing there with his whistle around his neck, keeping an eye on the beach, making them sure they're all safe. Judy's running up and down as well, but she can't do much about surveying the beach because she's not in the lifeguard career. Only a lifeguard can do that. Judy can, however, give CPR, and she can unfreeze a frozen sim if she needs to as well. Looks like she can't do much with that sim that's standing there. I like the icicles hanging off the lifeguard's umbrella. Makes it look really cold. There's plenty happening, but I hope nobody else is going to be drowning. That boat with the red sails still sailing around in the background. There's a whole lot of them actually, those boats. This is probably about the last time we'll see Sam during the winter time on his beach. So we're getting plenty of it with this episode. There might be little bits of it in future episodes, but I don't think so. I think I've decided at this point that he can wait until it is warmer weather, because I don't like seeing all those townies coming out to freeze just so Sam can survey the beach. He'll still keep surveying the beach, it's just that I won't be there watching it happen. And if I'm not watching it happen, well then we won't get it videoed. We'll be doing something else instead. He's in action there surveying the beach. That's a little girl there running down into the water. Hope she's safe. She's looking down at her feet at the moment. Now she's starting to splash. Maybe she's got loves the cold lifetime reward, or maybe she's even got a loves the cold type of trait somewhere. She's liking that water. Sam loves to swim, so you often see a big red heart when he jumps in the water. It's not because he's having a romantic relationship with anyone, it's because he loves to swim. And he has a red heart in his thought bubbles or in his moodlets sometimes when he goes out to save someone. It's because he's a lifeguard. I gave him all those traits, but I knew he wanted him to do this career. Now back at home, at 45 Surf Circle. And Hayley's having a chat with Salty, telling him the news probably. And that's the end of the video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye for now. Carrots out.